had a lot of errands to run when I got off work. But um, I hope y'all don't. I forgot I wasn't. Okay, so I forgot I wasn't. Okay, so I hope y'all don't mind just talking to me while I'm cooking, fixing my dinner. So I'm gonna show you what I am fixing today. I actually had it yesterday, but yeah, just engage with me while I'm cooking. Um, but I'm gonna show you what I made yesterday, and I still had some left over. Um, you guys, if you follow me on Facebook, you know I love my foil dinner. So I'm gonna show you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is what I have left over from yesterday. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to put it in a pan. I'm waiting for the oven to preheat. So I'm about to put it in a pan, put my food on. I had a really, really, really long day. Hi, thank you. You know what? My daughter had a dentist appointment when I got off work today. And her appointment was at 6 Eastern time. I don't know where you live, but as soon as I got off work, I had to go pick her up, take her to the dentist. Then I had to go to the market and go pick pizza up for her. And you know, I changed my diet, so I'm not eating that. So I don't think you saw it, but this is what I'm making from yesterday. So this is leftover from yesterday. So this is, I love these foil dinners because you can put whatever you want in it. Mine's have zucchini, squash, um, onions, uh, corn on the cob, potatoes, and I'm about to, um, yes, I had a very busy day. And then I went and I'm putting some shrimp in it and some, I just got some pepper that's left over, and I'm gonna cut up a pepper and put up in there. But that's what I'm having for dinner today. I know I'm eating dinner late. Um, I normally try to eat dinner before 6 o'clock because, um, oh, so I'm gonna show you again. So I'm making a foil dinner, um, and so right here it has corn on the cob. It has zucchini, squash, um, onions. I'm putting some peppers in there because I didn't put peppers in there yesterday. So I'm going to put some peppers in there, and I'm going to put some shrimp in there. So I'm going to cook it most of the way, and then 10 minutes, once it's, after 10 minutes, wait a minute, what am I trying to say? I'm so tired. I had a long day today. So before 10 minutes before I take it out, I'm gonna put the shrimp in there so that the shrimp can cook. Cause you know it doesn't take that long. Oh, cause you know it doesn't take that long to cook shrimp, and you definitely don't want to overcook your shrimp because I don't want any rubbery shrimp. So that is what I am doing right now. I was like, I tried to rush in to get on my live because I'm really working on being consistent with doing it because, like I said, I love engaging with you all. Thank you, Jaden. Thank you so much. Um, Hi, how are you? How are you this evening? It's been a long day. When I tell you it was a long day at work, but guess what? I made it through. That's all that matters. God is good. I made it through, and that's all that matters. Thank you so much. I'm telling you, this morning, it started off me waking up this morning and I was exhausted. Like, how many of you, like, this is how I felt today. I was at work and I already really didn't feel like going to work. I was exhausted when I got up this morning. I did not have any energy. I don't know why I didn't have any energy, but I literally did not. So this morning, got up. Oh, duck underscore guy. Hi, how are you? But I literally, OMG. Thank you, Jaden. But I literally, I did not have any energy. So I was on a prayer line this morning and I was just asking God for strength. And when I got to work, as soon as I got to work, my first patient started yelling and screaming and cussing. I said, Lord, I should have just stayed home and called off. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And so I had to pray my way through today because, first of all, you know when God has a purpose on your life, right? And sometimes when you're at work and you like, I know that I'm not supposed to be here because I know that God has a calling on my life, but you still have to do it because you have to be an adult and you have bills to pay and things like that. So, I'm at work and I'm like, God, something has to give when you're just mentally and emotionally exhausted from your job. That's how, like, I've been like that for the past couple of weeks. I'm sorry, I'm hot. I got this oven on. But I've been mentally and emotionally exhausted from my job because, supervisor don't back you up. The patients are always, cussing you out for something. And you're there to actually help them. And I love people. I've loved people even when I was a young kid. I always wanted to play doctor and you know act like I'm taking care of my friends and my family and my siblings and stuff like that. So it's just in my blood, naturally in my blood. And so I was sitting outside on my lunch and I said, God, I know you have a better plan for me. I was just OMG. Oh, am I on mute? I'm sorry. Wait a minute. How do I unmute myself? Am I still on mute? Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Thank you. So yeah. So I was just venting today. Like I thank you. So I was on I think I was on my TikTok live for a minute today on my lunch break and I was literally venting today to the people to like my followers on TikTok. And I was like, I'm gonna come on my live, and sometimes, you have to just let it out. It's not that you're being negative, but you just have to let it out. You just can't hold it in. Even though, I prayed to God today, and it was just OMG. But I'm home, and that's all that matters. And I'm about to eat soon. So you guys are gonna go with me on this journey while I'm cooking. Um, First I got to I'm gonna put my thing over here. Okay. Yeah, how has everybody else day been? How how has your day been? Um, did you guys do anything interesting today? I always say that I want to engage with you all because I'm always talking about me. I love to hear about other people and how other people day is doing and how other people, how you're doing because all of us all of us need that positive encouragement. We all need, sometimes we just need to vent, and it's okay. And that's why I like this platform, because it's not about me. It's about everybody that follows me and have something to talk about. I'm okay if y'all want to hear about me, about my day, about my life, about what's going on with me. I'm open and I don't mind sharing at all. I don't mind sharing about me because, I've already put my life story out there, and, to bring awareness and to help people, for the people who has not followed me, I would love for you to follow me on my journey and just talk about how I contracted HIV, and just where my life is now and how good God has been to me and everything that I've been through. So the thrift store had a 50% off sale. I went to buy my mom some dresses. Oh, that's good. That is really good. I have not been there in a while. I literally have not been shopping. Listen, right now on I'm on a grind on trying to get money, save money so I can buy me a car, because the ones who know has been following me, I don't have a car anymore. So I'm on the verge of really trying to make money and save, and so I can get me a car. And yeah, that's my main goal. I want to go visit my sister who's in Detroit. Giant Thrift is the best. I've never heard of that. I don't think we have one here in Michigan. I never heard of that before. Giant Thrift. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. Is it a big thrift store? I think the biggest thrift store we have is maybe Salvation Army. I think that's the biggest we might have out here. I don't know. So yeah, my oldest daughter, she loves the thrift store. She absolutely loves the thrift store. Yep, she absolutely loves the thrift store. But yeah, so that's amazing that you did that. What about everybody else? How was your day today? Um, yes, they go by colors of what percentage they have. Oh, okay. So it's almost like the thrift store that we have here in Michigan. That's how it is at I forgot the name of the thrift store. Because it's been a while since I've been there. It's definitely been a while since I've been there. But, oh, come and say hi. You guys want to see my beautiful daughter? She's going to grace her presence.
Hi, guys.
My beautiful daughter, I absolutely, absolutely love her. You got you got that. Oh, you about to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Well, I'll get my kid. So I told you I was going to show you. She is very, very shy. You know what? I was like that. Believe it or not, people, listen, believe it or not, I was really shy until I had kids. And then I had to learn how to open my mouth and be vocal. But I was shy for a long time. Um, it's just crazy on where God has brought me from. Um, but yeah, that's my shy baby. She's so sweet, and she definitely loves her mommy. Um, And then one day I'm going to show you guys my oldest daughter. She has her own apartment. So um, she's barely here because she's so busy with work, and she's working on getting back into the military. And so she has a lot going on. But I talk to her just about every single day, and we FaceTime and stuff like that. But yeah, that's how my day went today. OMG. Yeah, so let's pray, God wake us up tomorrow so we can, reset and have a better day. That's what I'm praying for, definitely. Definitely, definitely praying for. But I said today that I was going to show you guys how this test work. As soon as I put my food in, as soon as I put my, I'm not putting a whole lot of peppers in. I only cut not even a half a pepper, but I have so much stuff in there already. And I'm going to show you how it looks. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So you just take everything. So I just put it I just put mine in a circle pan because it's just me eating it tonight. But normally, if I'm cooking it for me, my daughter, my husband, I get my glass pan, and then I put them in 3 separate foils so that we can have our own. But that's how I normally do it. So, oh, wait a minute. Too much juice in here. So normally it has, wait a minute. I gotta open the foil a little. So let me open the foil a little because you want to make sure nothing spills out. So then you pour all of your food in there. So you pour all of your food in there like that. Then you're just gonna fold it up. You're gonna ball it up, and then you're gonna put it in the oven. Then you put it in the oven for 400. Once you have it you put it in the oven for 400, and you have it in there for 45 minutes to an hour. I always say about 45 minutes, especially if you don't have a whole lot in there, because you don't want to overcook your vegetables and things like that. And then when it comes out, I was up last night thinking it doesn't cost a dime for people to call and check on a person. I cried. Oh no. You're okay? Are you okay today? I'm definitely going to keep you in my prayer. That's why I said this page is so important to me. This live and my page, because I genuinely love people. And like I said, it's not about me. I like to hear about what's going on with other people. I love to pray for people because we know that prayer changes things, right? Prayer definitely changes things. It definitely changed my life, and um, it'll change other people's lives. But I'm definitely going to keep you in my prayer, okay? Because I know firsthand it's a lot taking care of your loved one, especially when they're disabled. Because, like I told you, I took care of my grandmother up until the day she passed, and she passed away at home with us, and it's not easy at all. It's a lot, and especially when you're doing it by yourself. It was just me and my daughter that you just saw. My oldest daughter helped out sometime. She didn't like changing briefs and stuff like that, so she didn't do that part. But it was just basically me and my youngest daughter, who helped take care of my grandmother and made sure that she had her meals, made sure I gave her her bed baths, made sure her briefs was changed, her medications, food. Um, it's a lot when you're a caregiver like that. So um, I really commend you, and especially for, sticking in, because some people who cannot afford, to stay at home have to put their family members, their parents, whoever they have that they you know was granted guardianship of, they have to put them in a home, unfortunately, because some people, they have to work, and that's just the way life is. Everything is so expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. It's crazy, how expensive it is. And um, so, yeah, I definitely commend you for that. And it's good that you took some time off for yourself, because it would definitely wear you out. I know. And by the grace of God, I was able to work from home, when I had my grandmother in my custody, when I had guardianship of her. And with me working from home, it was easier for me to do that because I was there in the home helping take care of her. But it's never easy, regardless if you're working in the home, out of the home. It's never easy. Um, oh, it's hot in here. I didn't want to do that, but my mom behavior was driving me up the wall. Yeah, and sometimes, because I worked before I um, became a medical assistant and worked for the hospital, I worked in assisted living for a long time. And I worked in memory care. So I know exactly how it is to deal with seniors who have, um, and not just seniors, because it was even young people who was in assisted living, who had Alzheimer's, dementia, um, who had who was there because of some type of health condition, and they had to be put in assisted living because they couldn't take care of themselves. So I worked in that field for a long time, and it's not easy taking care of patients like that. It's really not, as we call them, residents there, but it's not easy taking care of them. So imagine, you're trying to do it on your own when your family member um, has those type of issues, for having dementia or Alzheimer's, or having some type of memory loss. um, and I can tell you story after story after story, but that job was so rewarding. The only reason why I left that is because one job I worked at, I lived in Detroit and I moved. Another job I worked at, they were hiring people who was not qualified to be um, um, med techs, passing meds. Three residents ended up dying, and those families sued them. And they had all this management that just was not right. I said, I cannot be a part of this. I reported it. You think they cared? It was somebody, and I'm not going to say the name of the assisted living, because, I don't want to get in trouble. But it was one nurse manager. Listen, I cannot make this stuff up. It was this one nurse manager who were stealing patient opioids, and she was taking them for herself. Then they found out that she did it. The police came in. It was one night, I was working night that night. One night, the police came in, questioning all of us. They literally questioned her. They set up a camera just on purpose, which we didn't even know. They set up a camera in a med room because they could not figure out who was stealing this medication. Lo and behold, the one nurse we did not think would have been responsible for doing that was responsible for doing it. She ended up getting handcuffed and walked out that night. So that, I was like, it was just, it was a lot. It was a lot. And you would think that it wouldn't be like that out in the Ann Arbor area, but yeah, it was, and it's a very nice area. But but yeah, that was crazy. She got locked up in front of everybody. I mean, that was crazy. But then when they started getting sued by these families because they was hiring the wrong people, I said, "Oh, I'm out. I cannot be a part of that." So I literally, yeah, they they OMG, those places are expensive. Listen, when I started working in assisted living and I saw how much for a double room, for people sharing a room together out where I worked at, just sharing a room was $3,000 to $4,000 a month. For single rooms, it was 10,000 and more a month for um for these rooms. They making buku money in assisted living. Buku money. It's crazy. And then for your family members to be treated the way that they're being treated in these assisted living homes, and you're paying all this money. And then I'm going to tell you what happens is when they know families is coming to visit their family members in these assisted living homes, they get them cleaned up. They make sure that they're good. They make sure that they are looked to perfection. So when you come, you have no excuses. What I would say, anybody who has a family member that's in assisted living or skilled nursing home, drop in unexpectedly. Do not tell them that you're coming so that you can see what's going on with your family member. I've been there. I When I tell you I loved on my residents, I loved on them like they were my own grandmothers and uncles and aunts and granddads. Like I truly loved on them, regardless of how they act. If they was throwing stuff, like my daughter, I used to take my kids with me when I used to work the night shift, even during the day sometime. My mom can't pay for no assisted home. Even the group homes is private pay. Yes, that's what I'm saying. They making buku money, and it don't it it listen. My grandmother was in there for a minute because when she had a fall, she had to go from the hospital to rehab slash nursing home. And when I tell you it was absolutely horrible, when I was finally able to get my grandmother, I snatched her up out of here so bad, so fast. When she came to me, she smelled like pure urine. They sent a bag with full of clothes that was soaked in urine, clothes that was just, when I tell you it was horrible, I had to throw that stuff out. It was people clothes that they sent with her with their names on it. It wasn't even my grandmother clothes. Hi, Lashanta. How are you? How are you this evening? I was just talking. It's good that you're coming on. I was just talking about these assisted living homes on how these residents are being treated so horribly, and you're paying all this money for your family members to be in there. Oh, you missed my food too. Yes, that's okay. You still on? That's okay. Um, Hopefully my food will be done before I get off this live, so I can show you what I put in the oven. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I'm eating late, you guys. I'm starving. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. So that's what I would say. If you have a family member, just drop in unexpectedly. Oh, so I love making foil dinners. So the foil dinner that I made, I put zucchini, squash, onions, peppers, um, potatoes, corn on the cob, and I'm adding shrimp in there. where my mom is at, they keep those residents clean. That's good. They keep them clean. When my aunt, my mom's sister passed away last year on Christmas Eve, unexpectedly. Um, I had just talked to her. Actually, I had just saw her like a few days before. I had just talked to her the day before on the phone. We're talking like me and you talking on the phone, and I told her, I said, hospitals and nursing homes are horrible. OMG, they are, LaShanta, they are horrible. I was just talking about that. I worked in assisted living and skilled nursing for many years. They're horrible. And the one that my aunt was at, and this is okay. So okay, I'm gonna tell this, and then I'll tell you what what happened. So the one that my aunt was at in, I think she was in Roseville or somewhere. If anybody know of the Detroit area, because I'm from Michigan, um, so where she was at, oh, that place, they kept them clean at some sort of, but my one of my cousins, she constantly went up there and made sure that they did what they were supposed to do for my aunt. But the day before she passed, I told my aunt, I said, okay, um, it was Christmas Eve, and no, the day before Christmas Eve, on the 23rd of December. Um, oh, you're from Southfield. Okay, okay. So you know where Roseville and stuff is. So my aunt was in one of the nursing homes out there, and on the 23rd, I told her that we were going to come and visit her on Christmas because I had just went up there on that Sunday, the 23rd. We okay, we and she was like, okay, you know, she couldn't wait to see us and stuff like that. And on Christmas Eve, at about, I think it was like 4 in the morning, we got a call saying that she passed away, and she passed away in her sleep. My aunt had a stroke. OMG, Irvin. Okay. So, yeah, so she passed away in her sleep. I mean, it was so unexpectedly. Like, I don't know. It was unexpectedly, but we don't know, you know. I always say we don't know the day, the time, the hour, or how we're going to pass. We just know that all of us one day have to leave this earth. And that's why I always, you know, talk about how we have to be, you know, we have to get ourselves prepared. We have to do the will of God. That's why I am so in tune with making sure that I'm doing the right things. OMG. So, yeah, that's why you know, I'm always talking about it because we have to get ourselves right. We don't know. Um, I pop up at night. I am going in a little bit to see her. Yes, okay. Yep, just make sure. I always advocate for that because when my grandmother came to me, I need to see how I can show pictures. I might have to put my phone up to the screen. I don't know how to do that. I'm still learning. Um, Thank you, my top fans. Look at y'all showing out today. LaShanta, Cleopatra, Pleasures, Amy, Arvin, Tracy, DSR. Okay. Look at y'all. Thank y'all so much. OMG. Y'all just, listen, y'all got me over here blushing. Hi, Tracy. Y'all have me over here blushing. That is so funny. Um, how is that even? Though I don't know you, I'm sure that you're so kind. Oh, I really try to exemplify my life the way that God wants me to be. Because I know that when I leave this earth that I want to be with him. So I really focus on studying my word, being in devotion, um, God bless you, ma'am. Thank you. And I know, God is within us. I do go to church. I sing on the praise team. And try to be, involved around like-minded people. But, some people, church is not for everybody, and that is okay. As long as you have church inside of you, just like my husband always say, church is inside of you. Um, and church is not for everybody. But as long as you live your life the way that Christ wants you to live your life, and you treat people the way that he wants you to treat them, and you really, really practice on doing the will of God, that's all that matters. And as long as you please him and doing something every single day, make it your business. I always say, live your life on purpose. You have to live on your life on purpose every day. And I tell myself that every day, live your life on purpose. So I want everybody on here to live your life on purpose every day. God is always with you, wherever you be. Yeah, he is always with you wherever you be. And some people, they don't think so. Some people think that they're too broken, or they done, you know, bad or evil, or said this or that for God not to be, amongst them. But that is not true. That is not true at all. Like, God literally, he, when I, you guys know, if you read the Bible, who did Jesus go amongst? He went amongst the sinners. He went amongst the liars. He went amongst the broken people, the people who was possessed. Those are the people that Jesus surrounded himself around. So none of us are too broken for him to meet us where we are. Never. Never, ever, ever. So I don't want anybody to ever think that. And yes, we are. That's the truth. Yes. Yep. But we just have to make sure that we're doing the right things. Wait a minute, oh, sorry, you guys are gonna hear the TV, but I said, get up and do it again tomorrow. You're following me into my room. I said I gotta get this test because I want to show you guys this test that I was talking about. Let me get my bag. So remember I told you that I had went to that the HIV event a couple of weeks ago, not this past Sunday, but last Sunday. I had went to that event, and so they gave us these kits. Let me see. Okay. Oh, look at this. I don't know who to give it to. So they gave us this emergency contraceptive kit. I definitely don't need that. They gave us a water jug, which I haven't, I forget what's that called. What's this? Oh, so this is that HIV kit I was telling you about that I wanted to show you. So I have not used it yet. What is this? So I haven't used it yet. But let's see how it works. Because I was saying how you can get this. So I believe it comes, you can get it off of Amazon. You can get it off of, or from the pharmacy. So this is the HIV dipstick kit I was telling you about. So it tells you, and this is for anyone who, I don't know, I try to say it nicely. What is in Detroit? Oh, so I went to, so a couple of weeks ago, so don't nobody know, if you've been on my page and you subscribe and follow everybody subscribe, follow my channel, and So I talk about my story about me having HIV. I've been HIV positive for 25 years. And I talk about my story, how I contracted it, and things like that. And so a couple of weeks ago, I went to an event that I was invited to, um, and they passed out these kits. And so these kits, um, you get, you can test um, yourself to make sure that you are okay. If somebody had a one night stand, if somebody is promiscuous and sleeping around, if somebody don't trust their partner and just want to be safe. There's also HIV prep that I've talked about too. Somebody had got upset because on my page, because I was talking about HIV prep and how you can get it from your primary care doctor or any doctor that you see, um, and talk to your doctor about it. They were upset saying that you're promoting it and that you're promoting people to live this life. First of all, I'm not promoting anything for anybody to live a life out of God's will. But one thing I can't do is stop somebody from living a life that they're already living. All I can do is talk about it and help someone protect themselves. Now, do I pray that, everybody live the way that God wants them to live and everybody wait until they're married to have sex and that stuff like that? Of course I do. But God gives everybody free will on how they want to live their life. So that's just me. I'm just, I just want everybody to be safe. That's it. Thank you. Yes. So that's all I'm doing. That's literally all I'm doing. And like I said, one thing I can't do is tell somebody how to live their life. I can only talk about the stuff that I've been through. And I, oh, this is nice. This is a little, oh, this is a mini, what is this called? A mini, first aid kit. It's really nice to have band-aids and stuff in here. That's really nice. We have band-aids and okay, so now let's see how this works. So I said because I'm already positive, it's going to show up. Don't tell you how it actually works. I think you have to put it in your mouth. Let me see. I think that's what they said. You have to put it in your mouth. And it's going to tell you it's going to tell you I don't know how long you're supposed to keep it in. Yeah. You'd be a good at being an advocate for the silent. Ever heard of, wait a minute, I can't see. I never heard of that. Ocean, Let me see, I think that's how you do it. I think I heard. It's not doing nothing yet. But, nope, I never heard of that, LaShanta. Let me see. I'm trying to see how it how it works if I'm doing it right. Oh, this is neat. Yeah, no, but yeah, I just want, that's all I want is everybody to be safe. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. But yeah, it has been, it's not even getting wet. I don't know how long you're supposed to leave it in here. I gotta look it up and see how long you have to leave it in here. Wait, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm looking it up to see how it works. So give me 1 second. OMG, lo and behold, I open up my phone and see um Malcolm Jamal Warner picture as soon as I open up my phone. Man, that is crazy. That was my childhood crush. Who all had a crush on Malcolm Jamal Warner? That is just, when I tell you I was in tears, I was at work, I was literally in tears. Like, I couldn't believe it. My daughter had sent me this, and I was like, wait, nope. I went and I had to do my research, and when I was like, I almost fell out my chair. I said, no. It felt like I lost a family member. Let me see. HIV dip kit. How does it work? So they didn't demonstrate it. Let me see. Let me see. They saying too many things about him. Now they're saying he was trying to save his. I just read about that. I literally, I said, what do you do when the doctor tells you to say, what, Matt? You open your mouth, right? I'm not doing that. But they said it's a control line. I don't see a control line. Let me see. I'm trying to see how it looks. Yeah, I don't see. Ooh, yeah, it's not coming off. I thought it was going to be something. I don't know. They didn't. Yeah. They just gave us a stick and nothing to show, no direction. I was so excited to show you guys like how it works. I wonder if my daughter has it in her has it in hers. I was so excited to show you guys like how it worked. But it's not even anything to test it with. They just gave me a swab. And can you look in your bag and see if you got, if this is the only, Your bag? Oh, can you? Oh. OMG, Matt. But yeah. See if, let me see. So I'm about to check, cause, and my daughter had went with me too. She had went with me to the event. When I tell you, we are not too far apart from each other. She literally goes almost everywhere that I go. No, they literally. Nope, they didn't give anything else, so I don't know. I don't know. So this is the only thing they gave, and they didn't even give instructions. I was trying to look up to see how I can find the instructions. Um, yeah, I was trying to see how I can find the instructions because I was really eager to show you guys how the HIV tests work, but it's not it's not showing me anything. They say that it was supposed to come with like a the whole kit, but it just came with like a swab, so I can't even show that part. Um, yeah, I can't even show that part. What time did I put my food in? I think I put my food in at 8 o'clock, right? Was it about 8 o'clock? I'm about to go check on it and see um, where it's at and throw this away because I want you guys to see. I'll turn my light out when I come back. I'm going from room to room. Yeah, I just threw that whole thing away. That was a waste of a waste of. Nope, it's not done yet. It'll be done in a minute. I'm just gonna put some onion powder, some seasoning salt, and some garlic powder. And some garlic powder on there. So for some people who was just coming on, this is, can't get it. This is how it looks. That's how it looks. So it's almost done. It's really good. You're definitely gonna have to try it. You can put your own twist on it, whatever you want to put in it. Um, but I'm telling you, this is the easiest meal that you can make. It's something quick. It's something healthy. Um, People put whatever they want in it, and then just and bake it. Yeah, but they put whatever they want in it and bake it. But yeah, well, my food will be done pretty soon, and yeah, that's about it. That is about it. Yep, it's quick and easy. And when I tell you it's so good. I love it, especially when I really don't feel like cooking a big meal and I want something quick and easy. I literally come in, um, clean my vegetables, clean my potatoes, chop them up. You could put whatever meat you want in it. Um, I wait to put like the sausages. Well, I don't eat sausages or anything like that. I'll put that in for my husband, but for me, I'll put shrimp in there for me. Um, and so I wait until about 10-15 minutes before it's done. Then I will put like the shrimp in there. But for like the sausages, I put the sausages, I let the vegetables cook for at least a half hour. Then I'll put the sausages in there and let it cook for another half hour because you know it take a little time. You want to make sure that the sausages are all the way done. So you want to make sure it gives you give it enough time for that to be done. People even put chicken in there, so it's just whatever you want to whatever you want to put in your foil dinner. But yeah, yes, you definitely have to try it. I'm telling you, it's worth trying. Um, it's definitely worth trying. You wouldn't want to do it no other way. Once, and my daughter got me onto doing this. They used to have these meals back when she used to go camping when she was young, as a kid. They used to have foil dinners, and my mom used to take them camping, and they would have to bring everybody brings something. And when you go camping, everybody basically share what you bought, and they have their own like foil packs, and they put whatever they want in it, and then they cook it over the heat, and that's what they would have for dinner at camp. Yeah, but I didn't really realize that until I think maybe a month ago. And she was like, "We should have a foil dinner," and I'm like, "What is that?" And she explained it to me, and so I was like, "Yeah." And ever since then, this is like my third time having it with different things in it. Definitely my third time having it. Yeah, so I'm about to get ready to sit down and just relax, wait for my food to come out, and get ready to eat. So I will be back on Saturday. I said I'm being consistent. I'm gonna come on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'm gonna be very consistent. You guys will probably follow me on Saturday. Saturday, my brother is having a my brother is a chef, so he is doing an event in Detroit that I'm going to, and yeah, so I'm gonna go to that event, and I'll probably do my live like while I'm at that event. If I don't do my live, then I'll do it when I get home. It's only from like I think it's from 11 or 12 to 3, something like that. But I will be on Saturday afternoon. So I will see you guys Saturday afternoon, and I pray everybody have a blessed evening. Good night.